Good morning. Today we're going to be taking a look at XRP, some Bitcoin, and some confluences in the market along with the Sigma coin. So, all right, guys, yesterday's video we talked about coming down into this region here. I was anticipating a 786 backtest, and we got it and then some. So what's interesting here is on the XRP chart, we've actually held the higher low thus far. So that's pretty cool. So this higher low coming into play does mean now that this potential flat is still in play here, along with this 5-wave move with a very aggressive wave 2 with an ABC structure that came down and completed its wave 2 move, which took back the majority of wave 1, but held the higher low just barely. So, but yeah, we're right back down into the area that I discussed yesterday, which was that we would hit the 241 region. And now I moved the VWAP over from where we were back to the breakdown lows that we had here at the start of this whole move. And you can see that we actually went all the way up into the higher deviations and broke down and went even lower into the low deviations. And now we're back up within this fair market value. So a simple, easy trade here real quick should be, as long as this level holds and as we're curving back up again on this, we should see a push back up to 248, 249-ish here, and then maybe even a continuation. And I'll show you why here in just a moment. So, so nothing has been lost thus far, just annoying wave 2s because they just keep showing up. So you'll have your wave 1 moves and then like a wave 2, and then you'll have your wave 1 and wave 2 of the next legs that will show up here. And lo and behold, you just keep getting chopped through this whole region. So, so now from that, the anticipation again is just to get back up to 249-ish or so, and we should be back there hopefully within the next couple hours or so. So, so now that's the setup here for the higher low structure. Now, what would make us think that we would move higher on the price action? Well, it's the VLO data. So we've actually got more shorts loading in right now. Okay, so up goes the open interest. Price action's going down, and everybody who is buying is short right now. So the majority, I should say, is short. So we have a potential setup here for a nice little short squeeze. So every time we have these massive turnovers that we've had, well, I shouldn't say every time, most of the time when we have this, we have like kind of a move, and then we have like a little bit of a bounce. We have a move and a bounce. This was an area of the shorts closing through here that we were able to identify with the open interest increasing as the open interest dropped. It went long because the shorts were closing. Now, though, we have the opposite. We have open interest increasing with the shorts is the majority of the bets. So people are hedging, expecting another rollover, and that's being shown here. And it's normally a conducive environment for an up move. So Bitcoin here has also held the higher low. So it too completed its wave 1, and then it had this structure here where we completed a flat breakdown. And now after this completion of this flat, you can see that we've rolled up and done a wave 1, wave 2. We'll be watching this price action here to see if another rollover plays. But as of right now, Bitcoin has also held its level. Now, where do things get strange? So here we are on the Coinbase version of XRP. Let's go over to Korea and see what they're doing. Well, Korea decided to put in a lower low. So they actually came down off of the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that they're showing. They then ended up doing an A, B, and C. And this was being questioned by me yesterday of what kind of structure we were looking at. And it looks like this was a small ABC potential structure that we ended up getting of 5, 3, 5. For a larger ABC in the Korean chart, and that ABC played out that way. So now the hope would be that this completion of this move is over, where we can basically at this point identify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to the downside. And if that's in fact the case, then this larger wave 1 and 2 is now in for the Korean chart. But they did come and lose that low right there, whereas USD did not. So that's kind of an interesting level. And with Korea's low lost, we also lost the low here on the market cap chart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wave move to the upside. ABC structure is what we were looking here, but now this can be counted as a 5-wave down, and this is probably an ABC up and another 5-wave move that may still again have one more rollover, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. We might even do one more smack back. So we'll see how that plays. But liquidity wise, that's what they would go. They would go to 237. Now, here's why I think we could be back up to the top of the range before you know it, because all of the stacked shorts are sitting right here, and all you need is a little bit of market momentum to the upside, and things start getting wild. So we could potentially even be pushing up into 255 land here very soon, and that would take us all the way back up to above or at this +2, +3 deviation here on the 12 and 24-hour liquidity. And I believe the 48 is not showing much. Let's see what it's got here. Yep, oh, 48 still got up here too, 255 to 257. So just playing our deviation ranges here again. We're now all the way down at the bottom, -2 deviations, with the ability to push back up to 257, 258, which will be the top of the range. And we'll probably do that if you kind of just look at how this length of time took. This took us from the window of time to there. That was a total of 18 hours, and we kind of hit the bottom recently. So if we just pull 18 hours over and we just kind of a similar ascent, we would be looking at a breakout by the end of the day today. Yeah, so it's by tonight we could be potentially all the way back up here if we do the same kind of structure that was right here in this level, with all of our stacked liquidity to the upside on the 48 and even more so on the 24. So assuming that low is in, that would be how we would kind of play that out. And again, that they don't sweep this last brand new liquidity that's shown. So with that, then finally we've got Sigma. So Sigma has also completed for now what looks to be the ABC down. So with this more zoomed in view, we can see that the 12-hour RSI is completely overdone to the downside. 4-hour RSI is also almost completely reset. And as we zoom in on the structure here on the 1 hour, there actually is a grinding back up again that could be showing up here for Sigma as the RSI is moving back up again. So structure-wise, we can see that we had our breakout to the 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we could possibly count this as an ABC. So, time will tell. But as of right now, with the structure, we have the 5 waves down, ABC up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully this is the finishing move, and now Sigma can start moving back out above the 280K market cap region that it's been floating in here for a while. So and really it was XRP that pulled it down. You can see there's really no volume here. It was just the XRP price action that pulled it down to this level here. So so we should hopefully start moving out of here pretty soon. And so Sigma's looking poised and ready on the lower time frame RSIs. We've got the liquidity showing that there's a potential squeeze with maybe one more smack back. And then we have some questioning structures here on the market cap sweeping into a new low, but possibly not invalidated due to the larger wave 2 coming up shallow. And that then carries over to Bitcoin holding the low, and the shorts being loading up and getting more short as we are actually at the bottom of the range, and giving themselves a setup for a nice short squeeze. And we held. So yeah, so possibly by this evening, we could be looking, this would be probably roughly a good 14 hours out, 18 hours. So if we can do about 14 hours, 18 hours out or so, we should be able to kind of move back up in here in the range. So I think at minimum, we would be back up to 249 by this afternoon. So, all right, guys, we will check in tomorrow, but that is your update on XRP.